As he moved toward the cardinals, not even the diffused light of the candles could soften the eyes boring into him. "Explain yourself," the faces said. "Make sense of this madness. Tell us our fears are wrong." "Truth," the Camerlegno told himself. Only truth. There were too many secrets in these walls. One so dark it had driven him to madness. But from the madness had come the light. "If you could give your own soul to save millions," the Camerlegno said, as he moved down the aisle, "would you?" The faces in the chapel simply stared. No one moved. No one spoke. Beyond the walls, the joyous strains of song could be heard in the square. The Camerlegno walked toward them. "Which is the greater sin? Killing one's enemy? Or standing idle while your true love is strangled?" "They are singing in St. Peter's Square." The Camerlegno stopped for a moment and gazed up at the ceiling of the Sistine. Michelangelo's God was staring down from the darkened vault. And he seemed pleased. "I could no longer stand by," the Camerlegno said. Still, as he drew nearer, he saw no flicker of understanding in anyone's eyes. Didn't they see the radiant simplicity of his deeds? Didn't they see the utter necessity? It had been so pure. The Illuminati. Science and Satan as one. Resurrect the ancient fear. Then crush it. Horror and hope. Make them believe again. Tonight, the power of the Illuminati had been unleashed anew. And with glorious consequence. The apathy had evaporated. The fear had shot out across the world like a bolt of lightning, uniting the people. And then God's majesty had vanquished the darkness. I could not stand idly by. The inspiration had been God's own appearing like a beacon in the Camerlegno's night of agony. Oh, this faithless world. Someone must deliver them. You. If not you, who? You have been saved for a reason. Show them the old demons. Remind them of their fear. Apathy is death. Without darkness, there is no light. Without evil, there is no good. Make them choose. Dark or light. Where is the fear? Where are the heroes? If not now, when? The Camerlegno walked up the center aisle directly toward the crowd of standing cardinals. He felt like Moses as the sea of red sashes and caps parted before him, allowing him to pass. On the altar, Robert Langdon switched off the television, took Vittoria's hand, and relinquished the altar. The fact that Robert Langdon had survived, the Camerlengo knew, could only have been God's will. God had saved Robert Langdon. The Camerlengo wondered why. The voice that broke the silence was the voice of the only woman in the Sistine Chapel. "You killed my father?" she said, stepping forward. When the Camerlengo turned to Vittoria Vetra, the look on her face was one he could not quite understand. Pain, yes, but anger? Certainly she must understand. Her father's genius was deadly. He had to be stopped. For the good of mankind. He was doing God's work, Vittoria said. God's work is not done in a lab.